Here's what we're doing today, folks. Mr. Joe here brought his Alpacka raft. There we go. All the way from Colorado. And we're gonna go do a test float down the Gallatin here in Bozeman. We have a bunch of Alpacka rafts that are going to be used for Marcus's Alaska moose hunt. Going to be used for Michael's Montana cast and blast, and all kinds of other stuff. We are going to become waterborne hunters, kind of like we've wanted to for a long time, but we never had a solution. Now we do. We've got rafts that weigh 8 to 12 pounds, pack rafts, real pack rafts. Opens up a whole new world. And today, Joe came up and he's given us kind of the safety route, here's how they work, here's how you care for them, and go get them is probably the last thing he's going to tell us.
Pretty much inflating the bag. I like to stand. And some people twist it or you roll it. So just totally your call, and then just have flipped out all the way. And so obviously if you got gear inside here, that's even less bag. Here's bag number 7. Now coming off.
Because it's a one-way valve, you can take that off.
The key is you want it pretty much pretty tight. We're going to add about 10 more, and then once it hits the cold water, add a little more. So pretty much what's left here is you add the seat. One last comfort feature.
Oh, for your back?
For your back. And so these both boats are the mule, and the 2-person one we're going to inflate is the forager. Ready to rock.
It's a nice life vest you have there on there, Michael.
Thanks, man. Retro, barely fits. Had to pull the tabs out as far as they could go.
So you're closed, you're good to go.
So you'll know if you're not closed.
Oh yeah, you'll know. There you go, that's a nice one. When loading this cargo fly system, I usually have I'll put my rifle in the bag itself, and then put it in. Push it to that side. So we fit like a 50-quart Yeti cooler in the back of here, fully loaded. As I said, we've had people run the Grand Canyon in this boat, fully self-supported in 8 days.
Is there a risk of putting too much stuff in the floats?
It's as much as you feel comfortable with. You can load it up to the gills. I mean, this boat's rated for 1,000 pounds.
And so if you have meat, generally you'll put that meat in the floats.
I will not put the meat in the floats. The meat is on the outside, because once the meat's inside, then your boat smells like meat forever.
My lunch weighs more than this thing usually does.
So you want to blow till you can't blow no more.
I was born ready, man.
just like fully going into logs.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see. I thought, well, if I'm gonna poke a hole in it, yeah, may as well do it while Joe's here. So if you want to see some really cool adventure videos that involve wild river stuff, fishing, some hunting, go out to their website. Is it alpackarafts.com?
Yes, sir. Packrafting.com.
And the one I saw called the 100 Mile or whatever, they flew in and they floated one of these 100 miles.
Yep, 2 of those.
2 of them.
Yep.
Wow.
And then every year,
Catching silver salmon about like.
and every year the crew does a pilgrimage down the Grand Canyon, test out the new boats.
Well, Joe, we haven't been that far, and my mind is thinking all the places I'm going hunting now that I have something like this. This is the mule,
Yep.
8.5 pound.
Correct.
Forager,
13.5 pounds. Holds about 1,000 pounds. It's going about 500 pounds.
1,000 pounds.
Yep.
So if I bone out a moose,
No problem. Singing a solo mio on the back. No problem.
so the test run on these is going to be in southeast Alaska on the Tongass, all those islands down there. We're going to take a beaver. They're going to land us on a beach. And there's a lot of places that the outfitters won't go because when the tide comes out, there's a 2 mile tide flat out there and they don't want to deal with low water and then being high centered.
All day long.
We'll be packing more weight in food than we will in boats.
Without a doubt.
Cool. Well, as you float on one of these and you feel how stable they are, your mind just starts thinking about, all right, I got whitetails on the lower Yellowstone. I got ducks on the Missouri. I got the list. Well, I probably had 3 things on the list when you showed up this morning. Now the list is probably double digits. What's the furthest you've ever packed one of these?
Not enough.
Oh, really? Didn't you tell me you guys walked in someplace 35 miles?
We did 35 miles. Yep. No problem.
And then floated back out.
Floated back out. Super heavy. Walking's overrated.
Was that the one with the caribou?
Yes, sir.
You guys had 2 caribou.
2 caribou.
Floated down,
Yep.
hit a road, and then hitchhiked back to your rig?
Exactly.
Oh, that's my kind of adventure. Alpacka rafts, folks. Get you one. Trust me. I can promise you, you won't regret it.